Ford Atkinson sat down with the man who hopes to unseat Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Ford.
Yeah, Jose, so who is the Republican willing to take on Sheila Jackson Lee in what has been an overwhelming Democratic 18th district? Well, he's a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserves who spent nearly 30 years on active duty.
I'm Seibert. I'm running for Congress in the 18th district against Sheila Jackson Lee.
He's a political newcomer running for the House of Representatives in a district dominated by an entrenched incumbent. What makes Seibert believe he can turn Sheila Jackson Lee into a former member of Congress?
It's about the people, not me. And I want to be able to communicate with people and represent them and give them the voice that they've been missing, that Ms. Jackson Lee has not given them.
The Republican Seibert is unopposed in the May 29th Republican primary, so his sights are set on the Democrat Jackson Lee in November's general election. District 18 has been Jackson Lee's domain for nearly 2 decades. What makes you tick? What makes Seibert want to do something like this?
Our children. I have no children of my own. I have some stepchildren. And what's going on in our country, the debt and the economy and the way we're going downhill financially is going to be a ruin to our future generations.
Candidate Seibert is also Lieutenant Colonel Seibert, a 30-year Army vet now serving in the reserves. His service overseas includes Afghanistan. What is it about your military experience that will make you a good congressman?
Well, the value system they put in place for us also is trained me on leadership and how to solve problems. For example, when I was in Afghanistan, I was on the border. I held weekly meetings with the Pakistani officials and the Afghan officials negotiating things that would improve the border and improve the country.
Even though he's a member of the military, Seibert is running against the policies of his civilian boss, the President of the United States.
As a military person, I say nothing bad about my commander-in-chief. As a political candidate, the President has run our country into the ground financially. As a civilian running for office here in Houston, I can criticize the President's political decisions that do not affect the military.
Seibert says his first priority as a congressman would be to tackle the nation's debt. He insists that newly drawn congressional lines gives a Republican a fighting chance in what has been a solid Democratic district. But he has a ton of grassroots work ahead, introducing himself to voters for the very first time.
How you doing? I'm Seibert, running for Congress in District 18 against Sheila Jackson Lee.
Pleasure
you are?
to meet you. Mike Sullivan.
Mike Sullivan? I'm running in the 18th district against Sheila Jackson Lee, and I've been out talking to people.
Seibert will spend the next 6 months talking to as many voters as possible. He promises to focus on Jackson Lee's policies, not her reputation as difficult and overbearing.
That's her personality. That's the way she was raised and the way she was taught to act. And I'm not going to attack her for that. I'll attack her for how she's voted and how she has not helped our district over the past 2 and 4 years.
Analysts don't expect Seibert to win. But if he helps increase the vote in the 18th district, Seibert will view that as a victory of another kind.
It's your right and your privilege to go vote. And I've been in countries where people get their little thumb dyed purple and the enemy's trying to kill them because they voted. Here, we don't have that. So just go out and vote.
Well, we'll find out in November whether Seibert can upset the predictions of the analysts, the experts, Melissa. He is a long shot. We'll find out. Long shots have won before. You never know.
Yeah, you do never know. Early voting in May 29th primary already underway, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And again, they meet in the general election in November.
Okay, thanks, Ford.